Hi, Brandon here with the Periphery. It's been a little while, and so I wanted to check in with all the subscribers to let you know what this channel is up to give you an update, what we've been up to, um, the specific projects that we have coming up here. One you definitely know about, Bill 5, that's coming up real soon, and then also what to expect down the road from the channel, what we have planned. I owe you a a connection, a chance to touch base because I know other than the occasional update on the community tab, the text and photography posts, and now lately I've been putting up some shorts about the homelessness series. I haven't been very good about getting content out. There's been kind of a slowdown. And so I want to touch base to kind of reintroduce myself and this channel to you and to let you know that things are happening. And so let me tell you what they are. From the updates that I've been posting since the spring, you know that we went to see Bill for a fifth time. Now that video is well in the works, and me and Paul are co-creating that video, and I want you to know this is sort of an announcement. It is an announcement that Bill 5 will be coming out either next week or the week after. So within 2 weeks, expect to see Bill 5 on the Periphery. And this is a very special video about Bill. They all are. They've all been, milestones in his life. But this is the one where he lost Joe. He lost Norma Joe, his partner of 22 years. And from the memorial video, it might have been our last proper video on the channel, you heard the emotion in his voice, you heard the sadness, and we went and attended her memorial that he put on for her. And there were some coincidental visits and interactions with people in town, which made it a very special trip. So we really look forward to getting this video out. It's another powerful video. We have the same composer doing really great music for this video too. So we're really excited to premiere that one for you. The other thing that has kept us from putting out regular content is that we've been saving up a ton of material for this new series on homelessness. Now, I'm sure you've seen those posts on occasion, and if you've been looking at those shorts on your mobile phone on the channel, you see that we've been collecting a ton of material about a ton of different people that live outside. Now, at first, this was going to be a story about a particular camp this past winter, sort of like my proper documentary, The Wall. But that camp was tore down, and I continued to follow the individuals that I met there. So then it became a story not about a camp, but about just the people, regardless of where they were in the city. And I realized that my co-creator, Krista, my cousin, who helped me make The Wall, we realized that this is not a 90-minute full-length documentary. This is not a beginning, a middle, and an end with like a climax in the middle, like we had with Earl and Kat, having a conflict at the middle of the wall, and then it having a resolution from there. This is a series. This is going to be a regular series on this channel, where every week I go and I visit these individuals, some of who you met if you've been seeing the updates on the channel, and now these YouTube shorts that again have been uploaded via mobile. So King, Andy, Navo and Courtney, Christine, there are many of these individuals, and I keep meeting more, and it's sort of like a soap opera in that regard, where there's always new characters introduced because I keep meeting new people. And this is not about glorifying the life on the street. It's not about exploiting these individuals and their interesting but difficult stories. This is about following individuals and getting to the bottom of why it is that why they're living outside. And just like we've been able to follow Bill and help him where we can along the way, and have the series itself become something that changes him for the better, right? Him connecting with all the viewers and the comments that you guys leave. He gets those. He loves those. Of course, there's been the donations as well, and on occasion a gift, and on occasion a visit from someone who's seen his videos. So this story, has it's not just a window into Bill's life, right? It's a window and a hand going through it of all of us. This channel has been a channel in the literal sense of us reaching Bill, of viewers from all around the world reaching Bill, and changing his life for the better. He's always been very appreciative of being able to share his life and get help with his life through this series. And I hope the same thing happens with this upcoming series, which our latest, so after the Norma Joe Memorial that we heard Bill's voice on, with photos of her. The last video actually was the trailer, and I just put that out yesterday or the day before, the trailer for this homelessness series that we're calling Homeless. Now, whereas Bill 5 will be a standalone video, this series will start in July. So Bill's video is going to premiere next week or the week after. We haven't figured that out yet. And then soon after that, Homeless, which was a term coined by King as seen in the trailer, and it's a repeated theme throughout the series. That will start July 12th, which is also made known in that trailer. So July 12th, and then every week we're going to be putting out a new episode of this series every Tuesday, I believe. So yeah, get ready for that material. It's gonna come hot and heavy. 12th, 19th, 26th, there's going to be an episode a week, and you'll be able to follow the lives and hopefully the progress, but not in all cases, right? This was like The Wall, where a lot of people spinning their wheels. And so, and for those of you who've seen The Wall, I've bumped back into people on the streets in the last couple of months, just in the last month, in fact, that I met at The Wall. Now, I don't know if that tie-in will make it in this series or if it'll be an episode of its own, but we'll see as the series goes on. We've got episode 1 all lined up, but we want to prep 2, 3. You know, it's just me and my cousin Krista, who helped me co-create The Wall, who is, you know, it's just 2 people, and talk, you know, using a phone a lot like this one as my camera when I go out and film for this series. Within this series, right, within the video of Bill, it's been storytelling. Oh, here's a guy living in Arkansas. Here's what, you know, he's living in the hills of Arkansas. So he lives this country life. He lives off the land. He walks into town, right? So there's this spectacle of this different kind of lifestyle. But then there's also the service element. And this is where, starting actually with the Wall documentary, there's always been a blend of, well, is this like for profit? Am I going to fund the channel with this, or even pay a bill or two, and then support? And then there's paying Bill, right? And so this has become a charity, right? These videos have become a charity, and so there's always that. Okay, you know, which of these videos are going to be for the charity, and which of them aren't? And there are some videos of mine that are not for charity, right? I might tell a story about, like, say, my grandfather, who told a story about having grizzly bear come and take his elk or his caribou that he shot. Right, there are just some fun stories. The Mennonites, that one's popular. That would be an example of this, where there's no real obvious charitable component. But then there are stories that are, like, I think perhaps in this series on homelessness, there's going to be a lot of really good opportunities for that. And those are going to veer toward the foundation, the Periphery Foundation that we've established. The humanitarian videos, we'll call them, are going to be for the Periphery Foundation, and we'll eventually split that off into its own channel. And by the way, I'm always looking for help. So if you're interested in providing ideas, I have, you know, we have a little budget so we can pay. If you're into editing, if you're into storytelling, if you're into graphic design, any kind of the video media production, then if you know any of that labor stuff, let me know. Creative stuff, let me know. And then if you just have ideas, we're all ears. And this is actually where it gets fun on the Periphery media side of things. So we've got the humanitarian causes that kind of go unnoticed and helping those individuals out for the foundation. But then we've got the rest of the world to cover, which is off the beaten path. So this could be a travel series that goes places that are ordinarily not gone to. This could be topics that are not usually covered, or covered in a new way, an angle on a topic that's not commonly stated. It could just be some characters, some individuals that are really interesting, or maybe things that were always there under our nose, but we really never appreciated or noticed them. The Periphery Media has a world of opportunity there, as does the foundation, but that's going to focus on humanitarian causes. I now have 3 or 4 individuals who I've mentioned in. I haven't done a video, but I've mentioned them in the posts for this channel. Callistus, right? He's the Tanzanian guy who I reached out and I got a few friends that pulled together $1,200. We sent it out to him, and now he's turned that into about $2,000, right? Just slowly reinvesting the money. And so I've since had 3 others. One is Ras, the safari guy in Tanzania, another contact of mine in Tanzania. I know a guy in Tanzania starting a little school. I know a woman in Honduras who's starting a catering business, and she is looking for some help with that. So we've got a whole series of entrepreneurial, whether these are grants, whether these are investments, there's something there. So there's going to be some sort of video coverage of all of these small business in developing countries stories, right? So look for that, however it manifests, whether it's a foundation or whether it's a just a normal kind of video story that's not necessarily one about someone in need. Long story short, we've got 2 big projects coming up. Look for Bill 5 coming out in the next week or 2. Look for an announcement soon on that. And then soon after that, we've got the series on homelessness, and that's going to keep us going all through the summer. Look for a new episode of Homeless each week. And then beyond that, look for more stories. I'm open to ideas of where we might go. Maybe in the fall, we do a road trip, and one idea I've always had is to drive along the U.S.-Mexico border and then just establish stories from that along the way, where I meet people random, where I pre-plan some interviews, whether it's in the desert, whether it's in San Diego, whether it's down by Elon Musk, which is right on the border with his SpaceX, right? The stories along there. Is there any tore down border wall, right? So again, there's obviously some politics there too if you want. So yeah, lots there. We hope to narrow it down to clarify what it is that we're doing. And that's what I'm doing with this video, to touch base with all of you. So without rambling on too long, if you've made it this far, I appreciate that. I appreciate all the views, all the comments that we've had with this channel. It's been a real joy turning this modest little channel into a vehicle to help people, which it has so much in the case of a few special individuals like Bill. Look for his video soon. Look for the homelessness series following that. And reach out anytime at brandon@theperiphery.com with your feedback, your ideas, if you want to get involved. Let's grow this thing. Thanks so much for your time. See ya.